Hello everyone, welcome to this demo of NotePros. We're pretty proud to announce the launch of this platform. We have been working on it for quite a while. And NotePros started as a very simple property data scraper, and it has evolved into what it is today, which we believe is a full-fledged due diligence tool for note investors. We hope that you see the value that we're bringing to the table for you guys, where we're trying to cut down or create this tool so you can cut down the time of research and due diligence on properties, so you can look more professional towards investors, be the first to get start bidding on properties of interest in the tape, etc. So that being said, let's take a look inside and let me show you how it looks. So the platform is divided in two sections, the bank and asset manager database and the property data scraper. Let me show you first the bank and asset manager database. So what we did in this, to build this database, we just spent around 4 to 5 months just calling banks. We decided which states were the most of most interest in the note industry for note investors. And after we figured that out, we called all the banks that had assets or products to sell, and did what you guys have to do, which is just get through the gatekeepers, call 3 or 4 times as follow-up, so you can finally get a hold of this asset manager, and get that information for you. So as you can see here, we will provide always the bank main phone number, the distressed asset department extension if there's one, the distressed asset direct phone number. The direct phone number will be the direct phone number for the department or the person in charge or the asset manager. Obviously, we will always provide also the name of this asset manager, an email if it is provided or available, the department email, and any notes that we want to share with you regarding this asset manager. You may not always see all the data field or all the fields with data, because not all the banks will provide it, or may not have an extension, or may not have a phone number, or may not have an email. But our goal here is to provide you with some information so you can contact directly the asset manager. So let me try to show you something else, another bank here. As you can see in this case here, we weren't able to get a direct phone number or an extension, but we got you a name and an email. So you can either call the bank on the bank phone number and ask for the asset manager, or just shoot him an email. But what we're trying to do here is just, like I said, provide you with information where you can contact directly these asset managers. Again, trying to make life easier for you, where you don't have to spend hours just calling. We just did that for you here. Okay, great. So now let me show you the property scraper. Okay guys, so this is the property data scraper. It's super easy to use. All you have to do is just copy paste addresses from a tape into this box here. So let me show you an example. I have a tape here, an example. So all you have to do is just basically copy and then paste them in here, and then we will pull all the data available or of interest of this property into this table here. We will show you bedrooms and bathrooms, what is the estimated low value of the property and the estimated high value, the last sold, when was last sold, and the last sold price, task assessment, the task assessment year, the type of house, the year built, the lot square footage, and the property, the construction square footage, crime data of the area, the rental value of the property. You can even go and see how it looks in the maps, in Google Maps, to see where it's located in the area. And then from there you can actually go into Street View to see how the house looks and how the neighborhood looks. And if you're really interested in the area, you can contact the realtor, and we will display a list of realtors available in the area, so you can contact them and then coordinate so that they can go and see that property for you. For the crime data, we will show you thefts. The crime data that we show here is from the last year, from the last 12 months. and then we will show you all kind of data here, very useful data, as you can see. Let's see how it looks on the maps. Okay guys, so once you click on maps, obviously you will see where the property is on the map, so you can see points of interest, important, like for example here you have a school nearby, there's hotels, coffee shops, museums, so you can see all the points of interest around in the area of this property. Let's say you want to see how the house actually looks, so let me give you a little tip. On the lower right corner over here, you can see a little doll right below this plus and minus buttons on the lower right corner of the screen, and then you just drag that doll into the point of interest. If you do this and it doesn't work, it's because there's no Google Maps, or I mean the Street View hasn't covered that area. So let me show you an example. As soon as I click on the doll, you can see all these blue lines. That means that's where I can see the Street View. So I will not be able to see the Street View because the Google cars haven't come through here. So you will only be able to see a Street View where the blue lines are shown on the map, like for example here. So that's a little tip for you guys. Whenever you want to see how a property looks, just drag the little doll that is on the bottom right corner and then drop it on the points of interest. If it doesn't work, remember that to see if that area has actually been covered by Google Street View, by these blue lines on the streets here. If the property is within those lines, you might be able to see it. If not, most probably you won't. Okay guys, to show you the last couple of features here, View Realtors. As we said, if you're interested in a property and you want to find a realtor to go ahead and take a look for you, just click on View Realtors in the area, and we will show you all the realtors available in that zip code. As you can see here, we'll redirect you to this website, and then you can see all the list of realtors available with their phone numbers and email, so you can coordinate with them so they can go ahead and check out the property. Okay, and the last feature here would be export CSV. So obviously not all the properties you want to be able to tape or I mean to bid from this tape. So we give you the option for you to choose which properties are you interested in. So you can just go ahead and click which properties do you like so, and then go up here and click on Export CSV. And then what this will do is basically will download a document into your computer, which will look something like this, which is basically going to display all the data that is displayed on the table in the scraper. It's bathrooms, high value, low value, etc. Which I believe is a very, very useful feature. And that's it, guys. In some computers, if it changes the size of the windows, you can use this bar to navigate the table here, so you can see all the data. And the contact us button, you will see it in every page. If you have any feedback regarding the database, if you call a bank and the person is not in charge of the distressed asset department, you can let us know so we can update it. We're always updating our database. And as well with the scraper, if there's any issues or if you have any feedback or any new features, please contact us and send us an email. We'll consider it for sure. We value your feedback, and we hope you really like the experience of using NotePros. And that's basically it, guys. Have a good day, and hope you enjoyed the demo. Have a good one.